happy Monday. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh yeah, Labor Day weekend, all that stuff. All right, so this video is just what do you want to call it? Like, I don't want to call it a response.
No, it's just open discussion.
It's just yeah. Let's, I guess, right? Open discussion.
Yeah, because lately we've just been.
So over the weekend, how did you see it?
Well,
no. Let's start with Thursday, right? When did the guy ask you?
Sometime Thursday or Friday. His name is Lucky Loco. He's here on YouTube, and this guy came to me on TikTok because that's what our TikTok name is, 925 Rucas. So el muchacho Lucky, I don't even know him. He just came into the comments and he came to that video that we were talking about, that other guy, and he said, "Hey,
Hi, Farmero, how are you?"
Hi. So he said, "Do you mind if I share on my YouTube?" I'm like, "Sure, I don't care, whatever, it's public." But I like that he came with respect.
Yes.
And he asked for permission. I know it's a public video, I know, but I like that because that shows a lot about someone's character.
Yes, it does.
Just asking for permission, hey, you know.
Oh yes, Lucky Loco is a real one. Well, yeah, go follow him because he's really been trying to get his. I think he's trying to hit the 1,000. So yeah.
And so that was the guy that originally asked.
So he's the original one. So if you see it, I mean, I don't know what you can do with it, but if you like the video or whatever, let's go support him. You know, I think that because he's the one that asked us, so he's the one who should be getting all the views. And
so,
I mean, maybe that sounds stupid.
I know, who gives a
but because now it's on the other channel. The other guy.
So on Friday, I happened to get a notification from some guy, EBK, I don't know who the fuck he was. So like, all right, so I saw it on TikTok. No, not TikTok, YouTube, perdón. And that's where I saw he did a video, and I'm like, okay. So I'm watching his reaction. I'm like, I'm like, okay, well, there's a couple little things in there that he said. Kind of.
Yes, let's clarify.
So let's stay on topic.
Yes.
So we're talking about EBK family. If you're in here, sir, come in.
He's been all around since the beginning, so I have, a little lucky. Oh, cool. And the Bubbles Gunner. Yeah, well, we're not really going to talk about him today. We're going to talk mainly about the clarification because, I liked what you did, man. You guys are all tech savvy. Yeah, I wish we had that tech savviness. We're just, I don't know, we just don't. But anyways, there were some things like he mentioned, there was a thing, what did he mention?
So again, if you're just hearing this conversation, talking about EBK, he did this reaction on our reaction.
And no one's upset, and we're not coming for him, nothing like that. We're just I like to clarify things because, it was his reaction, but there's some pieces in there that just kind of, it just didn't sound too good.
Yeah,
in my end.
So let's talk about it. Well, first of all, when we stitched that guy on TikTok, it's open. That's what you do on social media.
That's how you use TikTok. That's the point of TikTok. In order for you to gain followers, you're supposed to stitch other channels.
And since he had already blocked her and did all that shit talking 2 years ago, we just happened to see him on the TikTok. So we're like, oh, it's funny. He's looking for like, all right, bueno. So we stitched it, directly to him. So it wasn't even about like, oh, hey, we really want this apology. No. But I just feel like you should address people when there's an issue, and it's been 2 years, so hey.
And he saw it, but you know what? And again, we weren't really expecting anything out of it. I mean, again, we're really, our whole content, this whole Rucas thing, we started doing the Rucas. We've had many channels on TikTok. We've had many followings and stuff, but TikTok is really easy to get banned from.
Yes.
So we've been banned many times. So this new channel, we're like, no, let's just be us, because at first we started just doing the accordion, because I play the accordion. This is my sister, by the way. And so we're both hairstylists. We live in Livermore, California. We travel around Bay Area, all over California, with music, and we just like to get to know people, except for the hair, whatever. So anyway, so this new channel, we just happened to see him, and I'm like, hey, look, that's pretty cool. Let's just say it, put it out there, and we're not expecting anything.
Nothing like that.
It just sounded
people were saying cloud chasing and all that. Well,
yeah. So now let's get into the whole EBK video, where he mentioned about the child support. I never said anything about the child support. We didn't mention about the child support.
So I just want to clarify that. A lot of people have comprehension. I don't know what that is, what they're doing, but I know what it is, but I don't think people are comprehending what we said in the video.
That's the point.
Anyways, so he said something about child support. We never mentioned anything about that guy's child support.
We just said, he should be a better example to his daughters and whatnot.
Yeah, and then también he brought in there saying, oh, they went there after the jefita, and we don't talk about family members.
Well, let's talk about that. I've noticed, okay? This is, again, thank you whoever's watching. These are just things that we've noticed. I watched some of the videos that guy ABK has, right? And some of them are kind of funny. Some of them I don't know. I just don't know. However, I want to, don't get offended, guys, okay? Or women, or whoever's watching. But I've noticed that a lot of these channels that are based with the prison genres, or ex-gang members, or whatever you want to call them, and dropouts, whatever you want to call them, okay? A lot of them, they get really upset about the whole touching on family, touching on kids. Hold on a second, you want to read that one?
He said,
Two of them, he's a deadbeat, doesn't pay child support, actually helped his daughter. That was very nice of you to help.
Yeah,
That was very nice. Thank you for doing that. And the GoFundMe's, that's great too, that's great. So thank you for doing that, that's great. But now let's talk about what I'm saying. So I've noticed that a lot of these channels, right, they want to be like, no, family should be off limits. Maybe that's a gang thing. See, we don't know about that because we've never been in a gang or anything like that. We just observe things, people and stuff from our town and stuff. But us as civilians, now you guys are all civilians, right? At least that's just my point of view. That's our point of view. As a civilian, there are no limits. It don't matter. No one cares.
Anything goes
about
out on the
health
street.
issues.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Hey, nobody's
about,
going and IDing you on the street. Hey, what's up?
You
How old
sick?
are
You
you?
got this,
You a
you
minor? Yeah, well, you got mental issues.
So
No.
the little Jefita thing, yeah, okay. It was a little
Hey, he
harsh.
spoke on family members.
Yeah, he did. It was
Que no se haga. He did.
It was a little harsh. However, again, I think that's something that needs to be spoken on a lot of these channels. Is that things are not off limits.
No, they're not.
People, they're not. Sorry, there was a time when there was this respecting and you wouldn't go after women or you wouldn't go after children.
No, it's like hey,
It's open game.
yeah,
It's open game. Unfortunately, maybe you guys don't disagree with us, but however,
that's just our opinion.
And where do we get that opinion from? Because again, this is our story, right? In
This is
2000, when we became homeless, we were homeless for a while with my kids. So many things happened, and it was a horrible experience. I mean, it's a humbling experience as well, but it was a horrible experience. And we did GoFundMe's and we did all that stuff. But unfortunately, if there's no backstory to it, something that doesn't, what would you say, like relatable to other people, or why wasn't it successful? I don't know. So, anyways,
retracted message. What did you put on there, sir?
Oh yeah. Hey, no retracting, guys. It's all
Yeah, but
open
you say
here.
just say,
Just saying it's open here. We're not gonna yell at you or anything.
We're not gonna block you.
Let's come on. We're adults here. This is what I'm talking about. Social media, and that's kind of like why we do our videos and stuff too, because it's really easy. I've been there, to write things, but just leave them. You felt it. You said it. Move on.
He's been around since the beginning, so have we?
No, that's all.
Oh.
That's all. I think he retracted the long one about the
Oh.
But that's okay. Hey, you know what? It's okay. Or what? You don't want people coming after you, asking you donate more or whatever. It's all good. But these are just things that we've noticed, guys. Okay. So so let's talk about that. So you said that right about the GoFundMe, and then how he put the GoFundMe, the EBK guy.
He said something about I don't know, he kind of threw in his own little story in there about his.
Yeah. Either way, it was okay. But now there's something else I want to clarify.
It was that about
we talked about the Jefitas, about the kids, whatever that's off limit.
What else? Oh yeah, and again, we never said that we were offended by
The torta.
the torta because
He never called us.
No, he never. Well, not to our face.
Yeah,
and I
that's
don't
right.
care.
Not to us, I can.
But however, we did have a video on TikTok that we talked about tortas, and it's there if you want to look at it. And right there, we were specific and we said we had an issue with norteño dropouts using the term torta because most of them don't even speak Spanish.
Most of them don't even know what it is.
And that if you don't even speak Spanish or understand, you have no business be using no Chicano slang, nothing like that. And some people in the comments there were like, oh my gosh, you guys are so mad, I'm gonna drop out of this and that. That's where it came from with the torta.
Yeah.
We were specific. We never said we don't like people using the terms.
We don't use that word. We don't use that
No.
word. But then again, it goes into other videos now that other people are doing their own reactions to our video about the word torta, and now this whole stuff that's blowing up with the Mr. Criminal. We actually stitched a page, but we saw that song too.
Yeah, I don't know who was stitching it on TikTok, and we gave our opinion on his song.
Yeah.
And we just we gave our opinion. We want to look at it.
But again, it's funny to me because this is all these topics, they go into being a Chicano.
Yeah.
Hey, who is that? Sorry, I'm going last one.
Lucchese
the Don.
Hi, how are you?
How's it going? Thank you. Happy Monday.
Yes.
So we're just talking about the reaction video that EBK did, and we're just talking about certain things that we wanted to clarify in case you just came on about just those certain things like where he said about the jefitas, and we're giving our opinion about we don't feel like it's when you're in the street or when you're in the public, whatever, it's anything goes. So you're gonna talk shit to someone's wife, you're gonna talk shit to someone's kid. The days of that being like a respect thing, where people would be like, no, I'm not gonna fuck with you because you're with your woman, or I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Those are.
And why we feel like that because in our experience we've had guys run up on us. We're
with kids. We're always with kids, and so So that's why a lot of these things, like, you know, it might come off as harsh or whatever. The more if you watch any of our other stuff on the 95 Rucas, that's our TikTok.
Yeah.
So because there are some things, and we do have people like, we've had some nasty comments,
Oh,
and these comments do. That's what we're always saying about the guys that stay home, you know, because we're everywhere. We're public. We go places, and we like to be involved with the communities and stuff. And so yeah, we have had men run up on us with kids. You know, babies, I'm talking about babies, little babies that I have, and they do want to pull that, you know, what the F and this and that, and it's like, oh, okay, so what's going on then? All right, we'll do this or what? But, and it's not about being a badass, no, but there are things that, there's certain approaches, how you take that information.
Yeah.
But now we're getting off topic, so let's go back to that topic, Emily.
I have a channel too. You should tap in.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? So yeah, well, yeah, everyone, you know, put your channels on here. This is like what we didn't expect anything to happen with that video. But now that we're kind of hitting the YouTube, because I did music on my YouTube. My YouTube is Evelyn95. This is Emily's YouTube. But my thing is just like, again, it just happened to be that we did that one video, but that's not what our content is. It's not based on like all these guys. And we had interactions. You know, like I said, when that, we didn't get into it because we were sticking to the point with the gunner thing, right?
Yes.
But let's get into that when we mentioned about that fight. You know, I really like Cholo Trucker too. Cholo Trucker used to talk to us all the time.
That's what we're talking about. So this incident that happened was from 2021
Yeah.
when that guy was on live, and then she sent the $5 and
yeah,
we were
and
saying,
then from
hey.
there, you know, we were seeing Cholo's videos and how he was training, and you know, I really believed it. That was cool, you know.
Because they made it sound like it was just
It did.
two Chicanos.
Oh, hey, how's it going,
Hi.
SD Padres? And so
You know,
yeah,
two Chicanos that they were gonna have this boxing fight. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And this is before the
before
guy
anything,
was
before
just,
anybody
you know,
was exposed,
has a drop and all that. What, you know, just
Yeah,
that's what they were calling it, whatever. So yeah. That's
But
fine.
anyways, so the fight, you know, that too, you know,
we ordered the fight on her son's birthday.
Yeah, 'cause my son's
that pissed
birthday.
me off.
You know, I wouldn't have been so upset about it. And now we're getting off topic, but we're talking about the same things that we're
Yes.
because you're gonna hear it from us, you know. Then I'd rather you hear it from us. And it's not anything bad. It's just
No,
conversation.
y es mi todo es plática.
Yeah,
It's
it's just a
I mean, it's so
conversation.
old, but who gives a
Because it's coming up, you know. So anyways, yeah, the fight, like again, so Cholo Trucker, I really liked what he was doing, and I liked his videos. You know, I really liked, can you read that?
The downside of YouTube is that almost all of the prison genre Chicanos are dropouts, so it's dangerous to be on here.
See, I disagree with that because
A lot of them, number one, my issue, a lot of them are Chicanos,
Yeah.
claim to be, but hey.
But again, okay,
hey,
but whoa. Let's be very clear.
clear.
In an organization, you know, once you get to those certain levels, they got their own politics. So I'm not getting
Yeah,
into
so
that.
they embrace others.
So if they embrace that,
No
that
me
I
meto.
don't get
That's
into. Me
prison.
personally, out here though, that's just an issue we've always had because we're from Livermore, California, okay? And so here, when we were growing up as teenagers, if you spoke Spanish and you liked Mexican music the way we did, the way we grew up, then you most likely would hang out with the Southerners here. And it didn't mean you claimed or anything.
No.
It's just because the norteños here, when we were growing up, were either Chicanos that were half white, didn't speak any
No,
Spanish.
they weren't Chicanos. They claimed to be because they were half white.
Okay, yeah, okay, fine.
Get it
All
right.
Or they were like a mixture, and it was very different. The culture, they didn't know anything about the
And
culture.
like they would, yeah.
They just
so,
assumed because they wore Dickies
Yeah.
and they had nice lowriders and they played Vicente Fernandez on a Sunday, that was a Chicano thing. That was it.
that's just
So
an our
this
experience.
is just
growing
our
up.
experience, okay? But yeah, what you're saying, okay, so dangerous. I don't understand that because there's too many people.
I
out there
know
still.
people in Salas, where I'm from, that have been stabbed over watching these channels. That's why I don't reveal my identity. Oh my gosh.
Well, that makes
Well,
sense.
yes.
Again, I don't know.
I don't know how to feel about that because
Yeah.
a lot of these guys are walking free. They're
Yeah.
doing all this, talking about
Did a lot of this with no facts.
a lot of men who are doing time and
And you know, this is something to put out there. You know, us as hairstylists, mobile hairstylists, you'd be surprised how many people we run into that we would have never known. But that's the beauty about being a hairstylist, okay?
little cheesy guys. I'm half Miklo, half.
Hey, that's okay. We're not judging
Yeah,
you.
we're
Just
not-
don't say you're Chicano because you're not Chicano. I mean, for us. And again, we love everyone, right? But we do certain things that we
And
just...
again, we're this is civilian world. We're not in prison. We're not men. Number one, we're not
Yeah.
men. We're not in prison. We're not in gangs. So that's why I think a lot of these guys on these channels, they're not differentiating. They're not separating prison from civilian world. You're out here now.
Yeah,
So,
so
hey.
it's another
Yeah.
ball game. So you got to get used to it. You got to fit in line with the structure for the civilian world, and that's what I mean. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, we've had issues. We've had issues with men in the streets where they like, oh, I didn't like that video. You fucking talking shit. You like kind of like what you said, right? We did have a guy tell us that.
It don't make sense, but it's happening, unfortunately.
Well, I think it needs to happen more. Honestly.
Yes, it does.
I think so. I think there's
my opinion.
That's just my opinion because again, I'm a true believer that again we grew up with our dad. Our dad was very strict and he was very firm and he didn't know anything about games.
My dad was Tejano. If you didn't know anything about Tejano,
cowboy, you know, guns and God, right? And so our dad, and so we grew up. You know, my dad, like I said, he didn't have any sons. So he was very firm with us. Like, hey, you don't start no shit. That you're
respect
not
that. Not very women recognize that the gang world, particularly norteños, is a what? Oh, it's a man's world. Oh yes.
I would say any gang is. A man's
maybe
world.
it's sexist of us, but that's a thing for a man, I believe. Hey, and I've been hearing a lot of ladies saying.
See, and that's where I'm confused too, because I've been seeing some women on the social medias that are like, OG chola. Well, what do you do as a chola?
Okay. Also, the term OG, what does that stand for? Original gangster, correct? So what's a gangster? I'm assuming they beat people up, do hella shit. All right.
You know, remember that song, right? K-Swiss, right? We'll just leave it at that. Do you remember K-Swiss?
Yeah.
So these ladies, because there's a chick. Okay, I'm going to another story, but there's a chick on TikTok, and she was one of our neighbors, but she really, you know, at the time was banging. She was banging. Her sisters were banging. Okay,
yeah, you know.
And then there was an incident here, and she's a dropout. She's a dropout.
Well, the guy became a dropout,
and she's a dropout.
and so she is too.
But she's telling this whole story, and so you know what? This is where it gets a little tricky, like what you said. Hold on, did we miss anything? No, we didn't. Oh, no. So
my phone.
I'm just confused with the women though. Now we went into a whole other thing.
And then also with the OG thing, I just remember now everybody calls themselves OG.
Hey, stop screaming.
Children. She has 6 kids.
Yeah.
She can't play my phone and she's gonna be downloading games.
Yeah. All right.
So anyways.
Stop! This isn't funny!
Well, anyways, back to the OG. Well, we're women here. We're taking care of them.
Yeah, we do. We don't got no
not that
child.
bullshit.
There's another agreement of ours, right? I believe if you're gonna have children, what's wrong, honey?
I never said you could download games.
All right. Sorry about this really short thing, but there's so many other topics that we can talk about. Don't be mean. Give her the phone.
No, it's mine.
We'll share with her.
Fine, I'll share with her, but I'm not gonna let her download any games.
Spoiled kids.
Yeah,
This is
I know.
new generation. New generation. Okay?
Stop! And not yours!
Hey.
Get back to it.
Dude, don't be screaming.
Anyways, so
Where's my
this is
phone?
what this is what we do. We take care of kids. We don't have husbands, nothing like that, and that's just how it is. Some people are fakes, like they're just on here doing pendejadas, but we're just here with family, and we don't lie about anything. So this is just us. This is how it is. We're always with kids, so nothing to hide here. Dice este guy LMAO, I don't know what you're laughing about. Dice sureñas are a thing, but norteñas are not.
Yeah, so let's talk about
Each group segment has different things they allow. I have 10 kids. I know the struggle. Wow, busy man.
Blessed. Hey, you know, they say every child's a blessing. That's what they say. I don't know. Wow, well, bless you. But yeah, okay, there's so many things again that you're seeing on the internet. I wouldn't believe all of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what to believe. But
I don't know about that because no me meto because that was from like the,
yeah, but see, these are the things that I wish the guys would talk about because I've seen some of the things, and then people get really like closed up, and they get really like fearful, like what the guy said. You know, I'm sure there's a few crazy apples out there that might take care of business. But for the most part, I think everyone's it's kind of watered down. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
But that's just like what everyone. They are.
Only two
Shit
baby
about the
mamas
ladies,
where I
right?
have. You have custody of all 10. Wow, that's great. Oh, well, congratulations, man. Back to school is here too, so it must be crazy. Kids, spoiled kids. That's another topic we talk about, man. Spoil your kids. Don't be like everybody else who's like, oh, I didn't grow up with that. We do things a lot differently here when it comes to the kids. You too. Hi, Cat again. That's 619. Why is you? Okay. So yes. So thank you guys again. Emily, what else were we gonna cover? Did we cover everything else?
What?
No. Did you cover the phone? Did we
I
cover?
think she got it. No, she got.
No, did you cover the other topic? What was the other topic we were gonna talk about?
I'm not sure.
About the video.
I don't know.
Oh, and then I saw another reaction video about the guy saying that we were angry or something. Let's see, hold on. Gotta get over to dinner started. You ladies have yourself a good evening, and I'm subscribed, but I'll set my own. All right, well, thank you so much for Metal Fantasma Fruit Stand 500. Saludos. Thank you. He's gonna go start dinner.
Oh,
Dinner
well,
time.
he's the guy with 10 kids.
Oh, nice. Well, you take care, man. Take care of those kids, and hopefully they'll take care of you one day.
¿Por qué me perdí?
Nothing really. Just
All
start
right.
here talking about
I
this.
mean, so back to the video. We covered about what the guy UBK said.
We got a little sideways and stuff, but
But no, this is good because it all, goes together. But then I saw another video reaction of some other guy, but that's for like another video. Well, I just kind of, what the fuck's his name? Oh yeah, so this other guy with the Chicano tube shit going on, him, Mike. Now, him.
Okay, now we sent him a message when all this fight stuff was happening, right?
2021.
Yeah, because I was a Cholo Trucker fan. I sent him some personalized buttons that we made, and like it seemed pretty cool, pretty positive. And then towards the end, it started getting kind of sticky. And then that one lady, the one lady that's his.
Cubo, hi.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, that one lady. So then things got a little sideways or whatever. But based on the fight,
with that guy, right?
Mike.
So back to
we had
that
sent him a
guy,
message,
right?
and we were like, hey, yeah, that was great. And then nothing.
Yeah, he was the referee or whatever. So it's like, oh, it was great. And he was just like stuck up. Anyways, so going back to this year, Mike, that guy from over there, he used to be Selena's report. He used my Chicano video that I had from last year on TikTok, but we got banned on that channel.
Yeah.
So he used it April of 2023. And so I don't even know how I ended up seeing it on YouTube. I just saw my face, but he didn't tag me. So I'm like, what is this guy talking about? So he said he agreed with me 100%. But then he was in the comments and like bashing me in the comments with other guys that were like talking all this crap about that. I was like, oh, is she the Chicana police and all this stuff? I'm like, all right. So I said, hey, Mike, I'm like, if you have an issue with my video, I'm like, why are you being a hater? You should have just tagged me. I'm like, I'm a real person. I actually have a YouTube channel. I'm on social media. Why are you being a hater like that? Like, what do you think I'm going to benefit from you, like, just putting my name on there? Like, I'm like, I'm the source of the video. That's my face, and that's me talking in there. So then he just put, like, sorry, amiga, and he tagged my name. So then I just noticed that in July of 2023, he deleted it, and he rebranded his whole channel to YouTube, to Chicano Tube. So I was like, yeah, this guy, he inspired
but
him.
he was trying to be neutral, though. And that's the thing, when you have these controversial subjects, you can't be neutral. You got to take a side, and you got to stick firm.
And then I don't understand why he's like inviting gringos that are saying they're Chicanos.
I don't understand.
And then he had that white girl on there, that Jen girl. Yeah, she had some shit.
Yeah, she sent some.
She over to our she was talking shit to us too, and she sent some other parole life girl too.
Parole or something.
I don't know.
Yeah,
they were talking shit.
Just talking shit.
And they went to our YouTube channel, so there's like a lot of interactions we've had with a lot of these people here on YouTube.
Chicano YouTubers.
So going back to that with the guy Mike, so now his whole thing is Chicano.
So what do you want from it now?
Nothing. It's just now he's saying, now I don't know why. Now he's like, yeah, I don't remember, but I did use a video and Evelyn Falcon and all that. But he doesn't address us directly, and I don't mean like a shout out because I know people think, oh, you just want a shout out. No, we don't, because we don't benefit from that. But you're using my name, 95 Rucas.
So I think I would like to.
He's already mentioned your name, our name on his podcast
my Venmo
the
too.
last 3 times already. So, and then he's like, oh, well, what the fuck? He doesn't address us directly. And he's
maybe
like,
he doesn't know how to contact him.
Yeah, he does. We stitched him on TikTok about the Chicano video, and then he turned his stitches off right after. So he's talking about, oh, it's a Chicano tube, and we're gonna have a good open conversation, and then he didn't respond.
Yeah,
so,
I don't understand that. So again, I think there's a lot of growth here. A lot of people, it sounds good. You got the. But I think we could do better as people, as a group of Chicanos. If you're interested in excelling and in what would you call that? Like stepping out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Like a lot of these topics, to me, they're very generic. They're very like bland. Because I'm past that. Like we've already done that, been there, done that.
Somebody else in the comments were saying at Mike's channel, I remember when he did my Chicano video, they're like, oh, she should talk to American Cholo. Well, we already had that.
Oh yeah, we had an interaction with him too.
He called her daughter Buster when she called his show in 2021. So we've had interactions with these people.
With all of these people. Just go ahead.
So anyways, but then we're just staying on topic here, back to the guy that did the reaction. So yes, Lucky Loco was the one who asked us for permission to use our video, the thing with Gunner guy. So he came respectfully, and I like that he has
I really like that. That really says something
Although it's
about.
a public video, I
Yeah.
understand that, but he came with respect, and I like that.
So if you are new here, if you just jumped in or you're just checking it out, go follow Lucky Loco so you can
Oh
reach
yes, and I
1,000
also
subscribers.
saw that this guy, a prisoner, a prisoner's,
Awakening or something.
yeah, him. He did a reaction again to our video.
But it wasn't more like the torta thing.
It was towards like the torta thing, and like I don't like watch it all, but anyways, yeah, I don't know. You don't really know what the fuck he really said. I just like put it as a story,
Oh.
but. Yeah, he did a reaction too, and I guess people didn't know who we were. He was like, I don't know what their name is, 95, and people were like looking it up or something.
So the TikTok is 925 Rucas. There's a lot of different things on there if you guys want to take a look.
So this is my channel. I'm Emily Falcon, Bunny95. This is Evelyn Falcon, Evelyn95 on YouTube, and on
and
TikTok,
together we're 925
Lucas. Yes.
So there's a lot of
clarifying that, and we are from Livermore, California. Clarify that because some people were saying that we're from Concord and Antioch. No, we're from Livermore, California.
Alameda County, not Cocoa County.
Yes, yes.
But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Also, thank you for your time.
Thank you for bearing with us.
Oh yeah,
yes,
thank you
I know,
for your time.
it
But
got
again,
loud here,
this
yes.
is just just some shooting the breeze on a Monday because I don't know, we don't have the fancy stuff like everyone to do all that stuff.
The tech savvy
and this
stuff.
isn't calling anyone out. It's
No.
just certain things that I'm like, wait, I don't want to be connected to that. Like, the guy doesn't pay his child support, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine. It's not fine. But the guy put in like the GoFundMe and stuff, like, oh yeah, that's cool. It should be like that. But however, it's like, if you, I don't know where he got the video from. I think he said Lucky sent it to him, but if you go to the 95, you can see we have a Venmo too.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I'm a little annoyed. Like, everyone's gaining, right? Everyone's trying to like make money, get the bag, because they're starting to see that the YouTube and the TikTok and social medias are a source of income.
He said, I never use terms like that, torta, or anything because to me, it's normal, my preference anyway. LOL, just women.
Hey, and that's great too. But us, like, again, the torta, we're
Right.
really.
Okay, let's get down to that. The torta.
Again,
The-
what rubbed me the wrong way, like I said, we started watching the Gunner guy when he first, and I thought he was funny. I really did. I liked the funny jokes he was. He's
Yeah.
still kind of funny.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, but the way they would talk about torta and the way they were just like, I've been around a lot of men. I've had a lot of men friends, and some guys, they're perverts. Let's just keep it real, Some of them, they're just whatever. But the way the guy's modo or his estilo, I don't know what you call it.
Very raunchy.
It's very raunchy and it's very
Creepy.
predatory.
Yes.
All right, I'm sorry, I gotta say that. And that's where I was like, oh, and then the way you're talking about the torta. But again, also too, we grew up using the word torta, hearing it. We never
our whole
used it,
life, no.
hearing it. But when they talk about someone's anatomy,
A woman's anatomy, like,
Woman's anatomy.
ooh, baby, come here, let me get some of that tortas and
but again,
like that.
and then this is where I have an issue. It's just my personal opinion, okay? Again, I feel like if you're not open to learning the whole culture and the language and what comes with it, then you shouldn't be using words that are just words. It's like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example. It's like, for example, okay, we grew up in a hood here in town. I mean, you want to call it a hood, it's a hood, whatever.
It was a ghetto of a
and
nice
then
rich
there
town.
was an influx of Afghanis, okay? A lot of Afghanis when we were growing up. So I had a lot of Afghani friends. I'd go to their festivals. I want to learn about the culture because
A lot of fools want to fit in with each other, of course.
I guess, right? Okay, but that's what I'm trying to give you the examples,
Yeah.
okay? So I learned how to speak Farsi a little bit, like what Capone is and stuff. I love the language, I love the food, I love the culture. I gotta wear the stuff, man.
Yeah.
Okay? But I can't go around saying I'm Afghani
Uh-uh.
just because I feel it in my
You don't get
heart
no passive
and I know
access
the
to the
culture and I know cuss words, but I'm not just gonna use them like that or offensive phrases
Yeah.
just because I know them, just because it sounds cool to fit in with so and so. So that's where I get rubbed the wrong way. And maybe you guys don't understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying, but that's where I'm like, no, like, why are you gonna use that? You don't even, do you know what that is? Like,
But it's
have you
like
ever-
stupid that I just think it's stupid that people are using it to describe fat women, and we're not offended that people are saying fat women because
Or
we
that they're
know,
calling us fat.
yeah,
I'm
we
not
know we're
offended
fat
either.
shit. We
We
look
look
at
at
something
something
every
every day, yeah.
But this sort of thing, because now youngsters, oh my gosh, now youngsters are like, you what that? It's like, oh, shut up, stupid. Like, well, and they're like, well, because I see those going on YouTube, man. I fucking talk about why
And we
you-
know this because again, we do work for a school district and we work with a part of that, we do work with outreach teens and stuff, teens who are like, falling off the rails.
And the real message should be, hey, if you're gonna sign up for
Respect.
something, yeah, respect,
Just
follow
respect.
through.
Respect, and I think that should be the very, like a lot of these channels, like I said, is don't start something you can't finish. Don't
No,
start
a lot of the
something you can't
messages are
finish.
like, hey, for the youth.
And
for the
I'm
youth,"
very
and-
stuck on my ways because again, I'm a true believer that however a person is, and they're teens, 13, 14, 15, okay? I'm a true believer, and I'm always gonna believe that to the day I die, okay? If you're a cheater, you're 13 years old, got a little friend here, but you cheat, or you're like a little fucking petty theft or whatever, you're gonna be like that for the rest of your, okay, shut up. You're gonna be like that for the rest of your life. That's just my observation. That's just my theory, okay? And I've taken a little psychology and shit like that, all right? You can disagree with me, but unless you're willing to be open and change your surroundings, be open-minded to other circles, other groups of people, that's who you are. So if you've always been a quitter as a teen, you're gonna be a quitter as an adult. I'm sorry. It's just my philosophy. I mean, and that's the way I filter people, and it's worked for me. It's worked for me, okay? And so that's why I'm just like, a lot of these channels, they don't take any accountability though for certain things.
Justifying these behaviors.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh.
But yeah, so again, it's this is just our opinion.
Yeah, just our opinion. And I know we're getting like a lot of backlash. In the other videos that we were talking about, people are like, "Oh, why are you ladies talking about that stuff?" And that's
But we're not, because I'm not saying like what these guys are doing. Like, I think that's wrong what they're doing. This whole supposedly inside information.
like
Why
the prison
should
genres.
yeah? Like, why should you be telling people? Oh, because I'm trying to save lives. No, you're not. No, you're not.
What do you
And
care? If you
that's
left that
not
lifestyle, I believe.
And I believe that, like,
Drop
for
it,
example,
dude.
like the white boys, okay? I'm gonna call them white boys because you guys are white boys, okay? Like the white boys that are on YouTube too, that go by certain names. Those are not your names anymore. The day you turned it around, or what do they call it? I don't even know the term.
I don't even
the
know.
day that you locked it up, or whatever they call it, okay, you decided that you weren't gonna do that anymore for whatever reason, family, whatever, doesn't matter, whatever
That's
reason.
cool. Game
okay?
over.
And I believe that should be your dead name. That's just, you're not so and so anymore. You're not so and so anymore. You are whatever your name is. You're Clay or whatever the fuck your name is, you know what I'm saying? And that just, people get really upset. And because we have these conversations with people on a daily basis, like just shooting the breeze and things come up. And then people are like, well, that's harsh. Well, it's not harsh, it's the reality.
Yeah.
And as soon as you take accountability, then things change.
And a lot of them, profiting off of like these guys who are locked up and talking about certain people and what do you like? What do they care? Like I've been hearing a lot, but they say, oh, it's a waste of life, and they're just, well, that's not your life.
That's their life. That's what they choose
And they're like,
to do.
yeah, they want to go to prison for the rest of their life. Blah, blah, blah. Let them. That's not your life.
That wasn't this guy that said that.
Why?
So the video I caught a little bit of glimpse of today, where the guy was talking about, oh, they want bloodshed. Oh, they
Okay,
want this.
that guy that she's talking about, I don't know his name,
really.
but I remember in ABK's video that he did the reaction to us, guys were in the comments saying, go tag that guy that talks about tortas, the other guy.
There's some guy that says like torta stories or something.
He's
but
another
the lid
guy.
was so big, she like broke his bed. And
I don't know his name.
and I just caught him.
But
when
we
I
saw
short or
like
something.
a video or something about him talking about no more bloodshed and what?
I don't know, something about bloodshed, something about like, oh, so then, I mean, Northerners, something about Northerners. And whatever I caught wind of, okay?
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
my thing was, the message I got there is like, then what is the point? And this is just my question, okay? This is my question. Maybe somebody has an answer.
Again, we're just civilians.
Yeah, this is just curiosity, right? Like, for example, I wouldn't join a group unless I knew exactly what I'm getting into. In the case that they say, oh, they don't tell you. Okay, but you should kind of have an idea of what you're getting into. I mean, you don't.
I mean, come on, they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you the whole damn thing.
So I was
Hey,
just-
you find out for
That's where I
yourself.
was a little like just disappointed with that guy's video that I saw.
Yeah, he said no more.
But that guy, I don't know his name, but I did see his significant other, and she's also on the plump side.
Oh, that's what it was. I commented, somebody said about this guy, you should tag him in that torta thing, 'cause she just said, I'm like, oh, Mike, well, his wife's a torta too. I'm like, he shouldn't even be talking. And then they're like, go tag him so he can see this. And I'm like, well, okay, well, good.
But again, that's not a word we normally
no.
use, and if we do reference that I use it because sometimes that's the only language that these people understand sometimes, and it's terrible. It's terrible, but it is what it is. But I just, again, we've gotten these comments forever, like in anything we do, and it's funny to me that these guys, I just find it so disrespectful when they're moms and their sisters and
Their
tias,
abuelas,
they
their
all look
nieces,
the
their-
same.
Yeah.
And some of these guys, though,
Yeah.
they got more breasts than I do.
Yeah.
They got more
Hips,
hips than I do.
thighs.
And it's not about body shaming, but it's
No.
like, well, where do you come off talking like that? Like, that's
Yeah.
like us, in the women world, right? Because you guys, you guys are pretty sensitive guys. I'm starting to learn that, and I apologize for, sometimes I could be mean or whatever, but that's like women, right? Because I saw Gunner saying that in a video. I don't know if it was today.
What did he say?
Where he was talking about like, oh, this is the word that the men talk behind closed doors.
Punks.
Okay, but that's like us, because women, right? Most women, they're always talking about, at least, friends that we have are like, oh, girl, he's a big guy, or he's a small guy, or he's a skinny one, or he's a chunky one with the bump, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so that's like us being like, oh, what's up, short dick? Oh yeah, what's up? Oh, boner. Oh, all right. It's the same thing. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe that's a little too much, but it's the same thing. Like, that's what he was trying to say. Like, oh, cause I put it out there. This is how all guys talk.
This guy's just, I don't know, whatever.
I don't know. It is what it is. But they're just things that.
But yeah, he's like saying that.
And so we're just.
And it's not. The motherfucker said that it's Chicano culture. No, it's not. He's not even Chicano, so whatever.
Well, I don't like to do that anymore.
Okay.
We don't know. Whatever. Because whatever. But
all right, but to say that that's Chicano culture, be talking like that about behind the torta, that's
no, it's not. I don't know. I think a lot of these guys, they have issues, relationships.
A lot of them probably never grew up with the father in the house.
Yeah, I do believe that too. I mean, these are just our opinions, guys. You don't have to agree, and we're not bashing anyone.
Yeah, we're not.
We're just giving our point of view because you guys.
Everybody gave their point of view.
Yeah, right.
Without telling me.
We're pissed. I'm not pissed.
Why we're not pissed off about that whole torta term or not? Because our original video, it's on our TikTok if you'd like to go over there and look at the video, and it's titled "The Real Definition of a Torta," and that's really how it came.
And my daughter is my world. Oh, I've always been more respectful to everyone. That's just my main thing. Yes, respect. I agree with you. And that's I guess that's the point of the video. That's all we're trying to say is like these guys. But like you're saying, right? You're a mama's boy. There's nothing wrong with being a mama's boy. Now there's a problem. Now we're gonna go into different sides. Oh,
Hi, Lighthouse.
There's a problem though when you're dating someone and she don't like your mama. I wouldn't even fuck with that.
Yeah,
get rid of her. Don't matter how good looking she is.
This goes into now we're talking about.
And this goes into either or you're a girl and you're dating the guy, but you don't like his.
Or you don't like your girl's brother.
Or you don't like your girl's family. Get rid of her. Get rid of her. Get rid of him. Just don't even. I wouldn't even bother. Honestly, but that goes into them. But yeah, but it's all about respect,
Straight up decent.
I mean, and there's sensitive subjects. They're hard. Sometimes people don't want to talk about them.
No, they don't.
But yeah, so I mean, I appreciate that, Lucas. I hope that you sound like that's a good example. That's the way you guys should be teaching your daughters, and you gotta teach them. Our dad was very like firm and strict, and some of the stuff was a little foul, but hey, got the message. Like his was like mustache and a ponytail, marihuanos, dopers, like stay away. And now I'm kind of seeing it, right?
I mean, but this is just like. With this whole, because I want to get this all out there, and that's like,
so we just decided that's it. We're gonna move on, and that's what we do. But I don't know how many more reaction videos.
Because again, we're not expecting an apology or.
Yeah, I mean we put it out there, but
Mike owes me money for mentioning our names 3 times already.
No, at least. Okay, not owing money, but at least put our Venmo up, guys. I mean,
no se están envidiosos.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I don't understand. Again, because we speak Spanish, right? And I don't know if you guys speak Spanish or not, but there's that saying, right? A Mexican's worst enemy is another Mexican. Well, that's what all these guys are doing, and it's funny to me because a lot of these guys don't speak Spanish. Yeah. They got that estilo. Yeah. They got that deep-rooted culture stilo where they don't want anyone doing better than themselves, so they're not going to talk about the other guy, they're not going to amp the other guy up, and that's where I think it's like that's where we need to find a change. There needs to be change for all of us because we should all be winning as a you guys are the gente, right, and people, and that's what I'm saying. And I heard Mike, I'm sorry Mike, I'm not talking shit about you, but I just heard something like one of the videos where he was just like, I donate, I do this. Well, good, you should be donating.
Yeah, you should be donating.
Right? You should be donating.
I mean, he's asking for that guy to pay him his $10,000. Will give us.
Okay, but let's talk about that because I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm starting to say
it's just conversation.
It's just conversation. Everyone seems to be using our video, right, to get out whatever they want to say. Like we're always, and we've always been like this, so that's why we're not even tripping. But we've always been like the mediators, right? We come in because we don't give a fuck. We say what we're gonna say, and people are gonna piss off and not whatever. But then it's like, hey, wait, they're right. So Mike. Okay, if you see this or if you guys tell him, whatever, I don't care. I don't see this is where I'm very confused, and maybe I don't know what his upbringing is. Okay, but again, us having a father, a man, father, whatever, God, man, whatever, instilled in us, like you say, you don't let shit like that go. You don't. You fucking handle it. And I don't mean violence. I mean, like, you talk about it. Like, if that was true, if he really owes him that money, I don't know if that's true. I really don't. That sounds like
it seems like they're all responsible for that bogus fight.
Well, I don't even care about that anymore.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, but that's what you were talking about.
But it seems like everybody is kind of just, like, trying to make more money off of it. So, it's like WWE, right? You got beef here, and they're like, oh, wait, they're teaming up now. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm going to send my money over there. Okay, and who cares? You guys are going to do whatever you think. But my thing is, anybody, take that today. $10,000, dude. That's a lot of fucking money. There's people that get killed for way less that I've met. Okay, that I know. All right. So if that is true, I don't understand why he hasn't talked to him straight up. You're telling me you can't ask around. I mean, those are the things we do. Like, and it's things that we've done because, again, we are from the corporate world. We're business owners, entrepreneurs, as a hairstylist. We've had bad contract deals where it's like, you owe me $2,000 and I need my $2,000. So what do? You drive.
Fuck you, pay me.
Hey, yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Got it right here. Fuck you, pay me. Fuck you.
But these are just things. So I don't know, Mike. I really don't know that that's true. I'm sorry, and I don't have proof, and I don't really care. That's not my business. But you really, if that's really true, dude, you need to make some phone calls, and you need to just.
You're talking about manning up, and that's what it's about. Having these conversations. Well, that's what you do.
That's what you
right
do.
then and there. You don't let months or a year.
And again,
go by.
it sucks because I'm not trying to tell you, man, what to do.
No.
Because I don't have balls. I'm not a man. But I can only tell you, like, again, growing up the way we grew up, right? Not her so much. Like, again, I was more like the guy.
Yeah, we have
the son. Like my dad would tell me, the son I never had. So my drinking buddy, my smoking buddy, whatever. Rest in peace, Dad. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when you learn these things, what do you think?
Mod guy.
She does have a tan. She does.
I do. That's our logo. Hair by Eminem. Yes.
Yes. So, anyways, but that's why, guys. Like, I really hope that since you guys are the people that do watch these videos, they're pretty loyal. They're very loyal, a lot of them. So I would hope that you guys would get something out of it, like educational wise. Because that's what I'm saying. You don't let things like that go. And those are things that maybe you guys will learn from here. I don't know. About something doesn't sound right. You don't laugh it off and then
you speak up.
No, hey, and it doesn't have
clarify.
to be. It doesn't have to be hostile, but like, hold on, slow down. Wait, what?
Hey, Kenny, he's the.
And then it's like,
wait, Kenny was the guy. That's right. Shout out to you and yours. Oh, hi.
Oh, thank you, man. But that's just the way it should be. So I don't know what's going on here. That's what I'm trying to think. It's kind of sounding very like novela.
Yeah,
and it's cool, I guess, because people.
But these are men. Suppose.
No, so that's mean you're calling them out.
No, I'm not.
Demasculating.
Okay, whatever. I'm sorry.
It's just a different upbringing, I would say. So what would I want to see? I don't know. I think maybe they all need to have that phone call together or something. I
don't know if there's a pinche pedo, but I just didn't like the fact that the Mike guy, he's been saying her name on his podcast and thank you for Rucas and this, and he was like, what does he want?
I like how you guys talk about real topics and don't shy away from speaking your mind.
Well, it takes a lot of practice. A lot of practice. Yes, and also just a lot because I don't know how to explain. Everyone's different, but well, at least for me growing up, you're frustrated, like in school, whatever, and you want to use violence, but you can't do that. You have to learn to, and I wasn't like a fighter in school, nothing like that, but you learn that's what our dad always taught us. No, like do something else, and you don't want to do, like get caught up. So,
and if you're gonna do it, you don't tell
anybody what you're gonna do.
Post it, you don't tell anyone, you don't tell anyone.
Just do it. Just
do it and go.
And that's it. Shut up.
And get it done.
Yes.
Yes,
so it takes a lot of practice. Yes. It takes a lot of practice. So if you have a hard time expressing yourself, like you're gonna go to a meeting with your boss or someone, you get yourself a water bottle. Yeah. You take with you because you need it. Because some people, their voice gets really shaky.
Excited,
you need to calm down because there's super pinche pressure and all that.
That's why again.
So going back to that,
you can never speak too slowly. And that's how people understand. That's how you get things across.
And so that's how it should be. You should be speaking up.
So thank you guys again for your time for watching the video and stuff. But these are just things we just had to touch base. Did we cover everything?
And again, like with everyone we mentioned, right? We've addressed all these YouTubers. In a comment because you can't like contact them and everything.
Yeah,
so like the people we talked about in this whole video. If you want to rewind these, the people don't look at what you want to do. They look at what you did.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. The actions speak louder than words. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And not everyone gets caught. I know a lot of people are saying.
Oh, you're talking about that.
But but some, like they're saying, like people pushing that message, like don't go to prison. And it's like, well, I don't think people are planning to go to prison. Like some people just, unfortunately, like some just don't.
But it's still very just like it gets me though. It's like. It's organized crime, guys. Don't you know what that means?
I mean, I don't know if it's because we grew up watching like documentaries. Our dad always told us, do better than I did. Like, because he dropped out of high school. So he's like, don't be a fucking dropout. Don't. You're going to do something and you're going to do it better than me. And that's what he's always instilled. So of everything. And that's how it is. Hi, Lucky.
Hi,
We talked
Lucky.
about you in the beginning,
Yes.
and we really appreciate that you
We
asked
love the
us.
way you came
yes,
about it.
you
about
asked us
sharing
for
our
permission to
video.
use our video. You came with the respect, and I like
I
that.
really appreciate that. That shows very good
Yeah.
character, and I just, we're very grateful for that.
And it's unfortunate that it just seems like, other people got some shine on their channels.
Yeah.
When you were the one that came and asked.
and did the footwork.
Yeah.
And
we-
it was public. You could have.
Yeah, it's fine. But
really appreciate
I like that you asked for permission, although.
So we're also telling people to go follow your channel, and let's help you get to that 1,000 followers, so you can go live or do whatever. And I'm so sorry. I'm not sure what city you're in, but if it's close enough, maybe we
I
can check
think
out your
Washington?
truck.
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
Washington?
Washington,
I'm
Oregon, one
not
of
sure
them.
where you're from, Lucky. Where are you from again? Where's your area? I forgot. But yeah, so these are just things we were talking about the video, things that we saw.
This is more of the reaction of the EBK's video that he did the reaction on our
And
video.
we hit him up recently too. We asked him if he wanted to have a conversation, and I didn't really like his
I just felt like it was
response.
like an excuse. He was like,
I just started working, but yeah. See, and I don't like that. That rubs me the wrong way because, again, we're just who we are.
and APA, the guy, he got at me in my story because I did post on the Rucas, 95 Rucas. I posted a story about the guy awakening prisoners guy.
Yeah.
He did a reaction to our video about the guy at the men. So he addressed me in the comment, and then we exchanged, talking about it. So that's good.
So we tagged him into some of
Pero, yeah. Y también
Hi,
la
friendly
gente-
love. Oh, hey, greetings, Scotland.
Did we recover the whole thing about people's health, about how some people are using
No,
it?
no, we did not. We did not. So that's just.
It just,
I mean, they're just
there's a
things-
whole lot of shit in this video. Okay?
Yeah, there's a lot,
So
there's a lot.
it's good because it's coming from us, right?
But
We're
they're
the
just,
source.
these are
of
just
what-
like point of view of everything, of
Yeah.
the reactions of people that we interacted with, and just things that I've seen that where I think it needs to be spoken on. Like, people mention their health. Like, there's another guy who mentioned his health, and then he was getting teased about his health. And then, like, this guy that did the reaction, I guess he had some health issues too.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I know that sounds horrible and harsh, but people don't give a fuck about people's medical. I'm sorry. And I'm a very passionate person, and I feel for everyone. I don't have any hate in my heart for anybody or anything, even my worst enemy. But it's just terrible. That's just the reality of things. As hard as it is, as harsh as it is, some people will be like, "Oh, that's horrible," but
And then they'll.
yeah. So that's another thing too. Like, if it doesn't need to be mentioned, don't mention it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't give you.
And I feel like
I
I feel like if you're gonna go around like talking shit or doing whatever.
Okay, come on, guys. Don't retract your messages.
Who did that? Where? Who's that?
It's like I said, it's open game here.
Oh, La Verga Larga. Hola, saludos.
Alright, what does that say?
Who's this?
Nothing.
Farm Boy 29
They're not
commented on my
real gangsters, they just
hookah.
saw their attention. They joined the violence for the wrong reasons. They thought it was all fun and games, and shit got real, and there was nobody around to impress. So the dude, that's terrible if that is true. That's terrible. That is very terrible. And that's why a lot of these guys that I'm seeing here, like the other guy, the rapper that we met the last time.
Oh, I said.
Okay, all right, should we just name it out there or no?
What?
Just like what he's doing and like
Which one? There's a couple of
a
them.
hot one.
Okay.
So yeah, like what he said, that's terrible. That's terrible. It's like for example, Big Tone, the rapper Big Tone. We saw him.
We met him last
we met him-
month at the meeting.
Yeah, and he was
With
very,
the
he seemed very
GBs,
nice
yeah.
and very cordial at the place. But then when I tagged him on the videos, he didn't give me any love or anything. And then shortly after, now he's doing some videos about like being all the best you can be and blah blah blah. But like I'm going back to your comment
Yeah.
because the message that he's giving, I feel like it's very superficial and it can be better. And we need to teach our kids then. We need to teach your kids. I'm sorry. Sorry. We need to teach our kids to have self-esteem.
Yeah.
We really need to, kids are, I really do believe kids are the future. Kids are the future. And I don't think there's any parent out there that doesn't want their child to do better than them.
Yeah.
And if you do, you got some issues. But anyways, a lot of the things that I've been seeing, a lot of these guys that want to do these positive things, though, you got to start with the youth. You got to start with the youth, and you got to instill that because, I don't know if you guys know that, but self-esteem, by the time a child's 8 years old, they either have self-esteem or they don't. So
Again, going back to the self-esteem, okay, go back to the torta. I saw some comments also where guys were like, oh, I talk like that with the homies, but like, oh no, at home, I never want anyone to call my daughter a torta. Why the fuck are you saying it with your friends? Yeah,
don't be a follower.
follower.
And this is what I'm saying.
That's a self-esteem.
I don't know what's gonna happen
I
with this
don't know.
torta stuff again. It just seems like it got blown out of proportion,
I don't
and
know.
everyone's trying to get a piece of like.
They keep
clout,
fucking
whatever.
using my name.
Well, that's
Go on.
okay.
All right.
That's okay. But the whole thing, like that's just, this is what's terrible about it, because I have done a little studying and that kind of stuff, and you're more likely to commit a horrific crime.
This guy again, go to delivery entire tunnels, all lies.
Oh, but people believe, again, it's not about the truth. That's a
What you
scary
can
thing.
get people to
Nobody
believe.
cares about the truth. It's what you can get people, what you
Yeah.
can convince people to believe.
Yeah.
So he's got charm to convince these people.
I mean, because he's a payaso.
Yeah,
I mean,
people like it.
yeah, so they let him. They like
Pero,
it. You can't hate on the hustle. Or
You
something.
can't. That's rule number one with
Yeah.
the Rucas. No hate on anyone's hustle.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I'm not hating on no one's hustle. Fine. Don't make money with the video.
No, I'm not hating either, but come on, dude.
Yeah.
Don't be a hater and at least put the Venmo there. Like, oh yeah, these bitches got a Venmo.
I mean, they're willing to share their own.
Like, so we can touch up her roots and
Yeah, 'cause people are making fun of my roots. Yeah.
And that's another thing that we have with our own shit, with our own content
Yeah.
and stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yes,
And
we really appreciate everyone's time.
everyone's time. Time
Yeah.
is the most valuable thing in the world. I don't care what anybody else tells you. It's bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah, listen to us. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But we talked about the white boys. We talked about what else?
The gringa, that's the
message.
fake
We didn't really
Chicana,
get
all that.
into
No,
it. We didn't really get
everybody
into
that
it.
was mentioned to
We didn't
her.
really get into her.
No, that's for maybe another conversation if it comes up. If
Yeah, she's gonna make more money.
yeah, let her.
Some of the
Who else?
Did we cover everything? I think we did.
Um,
Channels.
No, and then Mike, that man, he had mentioned something about Sunny,
Getting maced.
that liked our video.
Oh, Sunny.
So
gosh,
Sunny,
yeah.
I don't even know the man, but I remember like
Remember him on Cholo Truck?
yeah, she used to comment on the round table.
On the Cuy, when they follow chasing.
Oh, and the
Cuy.
chasing the cuy. So on TikTok, we did a video también. It's called the word ese. You want to go look it up. Anyways, gave our definition of the word ese, right? So this guy that comes in, his name is Love Machine. In the
Is that
comments,
his son?
I thought so. So I'm like, oh, he said some shit to me. I think he was talking shit to me.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm like, oh, all right. I'm like, oh, hey there. I'm like, are you still chasing the cucuy? And he was like, what? I'm like, aren't you Sonny's son? Isn't he your father? And he was like, no. And we had a falling out. He's not my dad. I'm like, oh. And then I don't know. I didn't hear from him. So it was interesting to hear that Mike was talking, saying that Sonny liked the video and they saw the video. What the fuck? Everybody saw this video.
And you guys can't say
Well,
hi.
I know. That's what I don't understand. And it's like, I know people are saying, oh, you ladies just want views. No, it's nothing like that because we've been on social
Yeah, it
media
doesn't
for a
do
long
anything
time.
for
Yeah,
us.
we
It
don't
doesn't.
benefit off
It
of
doesn't.
anything. We like to do
And
our own
honestly,
videos. Yeah.
if you watch our stuff, if you were to really go in to watch our stuff, you'd see that we're total philanthropists, dude. We like to raise money. We do like to. Who doesn't like money? Come on. But we like to help people, and we have helped many people. And I don't need to go
We don't need to be posting
whose
it.
rent I paid or whatnot. Because we struggle too. We have our own struggles as well. But that's where I get a little annoyed.
Yeah.
I guess I would call it annoyed with these channels because guys, they put on such a great show.
Yeah,
but I mean, good for them, right? But it's so sad that we could be doing so much within our own community.
But there's so much envidia.
There is.
And
There
I
is.
don't know
The hate
what
is
these
real.
guys think that they're going to lose, like.
Oh, come on, Laver, don't retract
Why
your
is he deleting his messages?
Ponlo ahí, no importa.
Ya, con confianza.
Con confianza.
Cállate,
And
déjalo
that's the
ahí.
beauty. I wish you guys, hopefully you guys will open up more.
Take some lessons here.
Yeah.
If you're gonna say something, just accept it and let it be.
Let it be.
Don't backpedal
No,
and
yeah.
or retract because that's not me retracting shit. I don't even have them on.
Yeah, look.
So if you're doing that, I don't know who's doing that. But it's like, come on, like you're gonna say something, say it and let it be. Don't go back on your word. So I hope Mr. Criminal does not go back on the Torta
Yes,
song,
no.
because that's.
I didn't think it was bad. We
No.
commented on it.
We
just thought it was
we gave
funny.
our opinion like, oh, like why is he falling into
I just
that?
didn't like that he said that all tortas like pelones. Well,
Yeah,
not
all tortas like pelones.
I don't like pelones. I'll tell you that right now.
No.
You gotta have facial hair and you gotta have
Bigotote,
hair.
that.
The more the merrier.
Yeah.
You're a man, okay? And I'm very sexist and I don't care. And I don't care if that goes against whatever. You men need to have hair, okay?
Yeah.
So you shaving your fucking legs and doing all the ball sacking up, nah. Makes me wonder. And I got story times for that of things we've experienced with that. However, now we're going into something else. Pero yeah, think before you speak. Always think before you speak.
Yeah, so if you're gonna put it
So
out
if you're
there,
gonna put it out there, just let it be.
always know that every action has a reaction. So you're gonna go talk shit or whatever. Ain't nobody gonna be like, he's a minor. Why don't you teach your kids not to
and
talk
another
shit?
thing that got on my nerves too is everyone's like, "Oh, these girls got a great memory." Well, again, we're sober. I don't smoke.
And
I don't drink.
no one. What is that? Like no. What the fuck am I saying? Like no hate. Like
No,
anybody that
no.
does use
Yeah,
substance.
whoever uses them, whatever, to each his own, right? To each his own. That's what you do, whatever's comfortable for you. However, it's just funny to me though. It's like that's when you are sober. I've been sober for a long time. Well, I had a drink but last week. for the party. I treasure tequila.
And the
But
type of work
I
you
had
do,
it-
you have to
I
have
had
good
it
memory and
years.
stuff. You have to.
And so, anyways, let's go into that.
Do you have family in the Central Who la verga larga? Not family. I don't have
Not family. No. People-
acquaintances maybe? Like, not even acquaintances.
Well, my
Pastor
dad's
brothers?
ex. We never fucked with my dad's family, but there's some people.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you're asking.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Lucky.
Yeah, family. Together. He will expose him. I don't. What?
I didn't. Him using your video, it got me 77. Oh, that's good.
Oh, hey, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll get you more though, Lucky. That's how hopefully sometimes I feel like that's what people need to do, is help each other out, dude. Like, what are you gonna lose from it? Like these guys that have these big numbers, que les cuesta? Like,
I don't know
feel
why-
like they're losing so much.
And I don't know why so many people are so intimidated by the Gunner guys. How much do you have? Like
I don't
60,000?
know.
Or American Joel. Like, you're making a big old deal here. And then Mike shouted out the Rhodium Radio. We messaged that guy too.
Oh, yeah, that guy,
He don't want to fuck with
none of those
Northerners.
guys like Northerners.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody.
And I don't understand
It's just
why.
like-
And
I don't believe his story either. Okay, he did what he did with that lady, and
Just our opinion
I
on
think
that.
it was consensual, but I don't know. I know a lot of men. Okay, I can read you guys. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Little
And so
sus.
yeah, she's commented on his channel before, and he just don't want to fuck
They
with
don't fuck
Northerners.
with me. I told
So
him.
I also want to know how come it's like all these Northerner
Yeah, what
channels.
is their
Why are they hella
infatuation with
kissing
the
all
people
these
from the South?
the scraps? Like, why are you guys like really? I don't know. Is it why?
I mean,
Why?
and again, it's just, and the reason why I'm asking is that because like us, okay, we did have some family. My dad's family, he had family in LA and Santana, and we would go every summer like to Magic Mountain and stuff. And then as we got a little bit older, we would still go with my parents, but the cousins got older, and then their friends would come over and be like, "What the fuck are they?" And then we were like neutral, we were there visiting, right? And they'd be like, "Oh, there's some fucking busters." And we're like, "What's a
What?
buster?" And then they're like, "Hey, you guys are fucking busters. You're from up north, and I don't like fucking northerners." Like, why? Well, we're Mexican. Like,
Yeah,
we
but-
speak Spanish. You speak Spanish. Like, hello. So I don't understand that because maybe that's our experience, and that's why we know for a fact like there's a difference between northerners and southerners.
Yeah.
Regardless if people want to blur the line or whatever, there's still a different style. There's a different
There
style.
is,
There's
there
different
is, there
whatever.
is.
But that's where I don't understand is it because these guys are inexperienced, and there's nothing wrong with collabing. There's
No.
nothing wrong. Let me be very clear with that. But once you're talking about like bigger businesses,
Yeah.
I don't get into that, and I don't understand. If you guys know the rules, why would you still continue to try
Because
to?
there's a lot of them saying, "Oh, well, I'm a civilian now," but you're not. Because
But you're not, 'cause you're
not
still-
separating the boat.
We just talked about
Yeah,
that.
we
You're
just
not
talked-
dropping your dead name. You're not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Like,
You're just
you leave a
my
lifestyle behind, that's it. Why you gotta keep talking about the guys that are still in, dude? That's not your life. Like, that is important. And I got a couple of comments on my channel too, like talking all that stuff too. About, because I did a video called, what was it called? Oh, all the good men are either locked up or dead. So, yeah, whatever. And that's our opinion. We feel like all the good men are locked up.
And I'm not saying you guys aren't good, but what I mean by good is just like things where I
They
think
don't
it's
make
like-
them the same.
Things where I
anymore,
find shady, like a lot of these guys, man, you got your women working their asses off. It don't matter if you fucking did time and you're fucking felon. There's other ways, and I'm not talking about illegal ways, okay?
No.
There's other ways where, again, these are just our standards. We were very spoiled again because being the girls of the house, my dad, being the younger daughters too. Like we're very spoiled, so my standards are very fucking high, and people are like, "Oh, you're a fucking gold digger." Well, you can call me whatever you want. Okay, this is my standards, and this is what I'm used to. And if I'm used, and this is why I've had bad experiences in relationships too, because you go into it thinking the guy's a nice guy or whatever, or they are a nice guy, but that's just that
Yeah.
you can't click because either they can't provide what you need, or I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff. There's too much stuff. But thank you guys again for your time.
Yes,
I think we covered everything,
and
right?
also,
We covered the
let's see.
health issues. We covered the.
That's just I would say on that whole topic. I know people are trying to keep it respectful and different channels with that term. But con cariño, I mean, así se habla. That's what we're used to here and up here, at least from our experience. La verga larga. Problem is, guys be simping way too much these days.
Yeah, see, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's too
new for me.
How old are you?
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm not sure what that means. Like, I have some issues with that. You mean like the guys that take in the lady with the fucking 6 kids that aren't theirs, and then those kind of guys? Like, that's where I'm a single mom too, but I don't want to fuck with no guys that's a single dad and has, but I just don't. That's just not. I have my own kids get my damn nerves. I don't want no one else's kids, and then the fucking baby mama trying to be like all that. Nah, but that's just me. That's just me. That can wait. Everything comes in time, right? However, I don't know what the simping means. What do you mean?
Are we referring to like in what example are we talking about?
Yeah, what example?
Like the prisoners you're talking about, like that have relationships with women out here, or simping? Like, can you give an example?
Can you elaborate?
Yes.
Yeah. Simping looks like a new one, so I don't know
Is
what
it?
that means. Does that mean like a mandilon?
Simping. What is simping?
I'll have to look it up.
That's I don't know what that is.
I'll have to look it up.
Like,
Pero-
like when? Is that that's what does that mean?
Nobody uses that word anymore.
No, nobody uses whip.
Yeah, whip.
Wuss.
I love that. No, my
Weenie.
favorite. You know my favorite. 5-letter word.
Which
no,
one?
the 3-letter, 5-letter, 3-letter, the 5th letter of the alphabet.
Wait.
And then sometimes it's a 6-letter word.
What?
It's a 3-letter word beginning with the 5th letter of the alphabet.
Right.
A, B, C, D,
I know.
E. Oh, wait, fuck. F. It's the 6th letter.
Oh yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Too many changes.
Yes.
And so thank you guys so much. And
Yeah, we really appreciate
yeah, we
everyone's
really
time.
appreciate it. And
And again, en más es pura plática.
yeah.
For those who don't understand Spanish, oh well, too bad. You need to learn it. No.
Google's free. No,
Yeah,
just kidding. No, we spoke in English. We didn't speak in
Yeah,
English.
both and all that. However, this is just a conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And I know people get really offended, and that's fine. I mean, you can leave your comments. We don't do the blocking or any of
Yeah, or
that,
anything.
deleting.
And everyone should feel comfortable to say whatever they feel in that
Yeah.
moment, because that's the beauty of being a human being, you know, where you, and that's the beauty of having, you know, God's will. And I'm not preaching either, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it's good or bad. If it needs to be out there, maybe somebody needs to hear what that you need to put on there, you know. I'm a true believer in that, you know. It's another consejo, right? If you're having a conversation with someone, you're not really paying attention, but something in that conversation just really like caught your attention, and that's for you. That's for you. That's God's telling you, like, hey, and we're true believers, you know. That's for another story too.
Yeah.
But yeah. So thank you guys again, and have a great Monday. And
Yes.
thank you. And who knows what's gonna happen with the whole like chingadera that's going on right now. But
Yeah, we just
yeah.
you know,
And Mike, you know, nothing against you or anything, just things.
it's just
like
plática,
that.
but again, like I said, we've
And then you
addressed.
have to mention.
We've addressed
except for
some-
American Cholo, you know. That's another story.
Nah,
You know.
but we've addressed these people we've talked about, and hey, either blocked us or deleted the comments. I know Mike deleted a lot of comments. I think EBK deleted some of my comments too, because some guy on there was talking heck of crap to me, and I went on there and I told him, hey, what's up with it?
And they want to say that YouTube does it. YouTube does it if you go in there and you make
You can
them like, yeah,
change
you
settings.
modify it.
My settings are not like that.
Yeah.
It's open for a reason, because no nos estamos escondiendo.
Because
And
again,
it's social media, right? Right? Let's get that very clear. Civilians, all right?
And in the civilian world, we always talk about this like on TikTok too. You can't block anyone in real life unless you block them. Unless you block them, then you can block them.
like,
But you know
come
what I'm saying?
on.
I mean, so these are just things like, and the more I think, because I really do feel this way. Okay? I think because of the pandemic and everyone being like freaked out and losing loved ones and just all these changes, I think people are a little scared now too to be themselves and like really express themselves. But hey, you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, we've
So-
always been like this. So some people are like, oh, who are those ladies? Yeah, I'm little right.
And then the way I say it, either like us or love us, or you either like her or you don't like me, or I don't know. But either
If you don't
way,
like her, then don't like me,
Yeah, if
because
you don't like her,
I don't like that.
That's another
That's another conversation, right?
that's
So
the way it should be with your
if
friends
you have
and
a
your-
friend or whatever, family member, they don't like someone, and that person's never done anything
then you
personal
can't
to
fuck
you,
with them either.
just you don't like them either. I didn't see you on Chispa. No, that's a dating app.
What's
Get the heck out
Chispa?
of here with that. Chispa, I don't use Chispa.
I don't know what it is.
No. It's like a dating app. That
Is it
is
like
Mexican.
Phono Chat?
It's like Mexican dating app. I saw it on TikTok.
Well, you know what? Maybe someone hacked you. We had that one time. Remember that backdoor or what the
No,
fuck?
somebody's talking about that I was on Backpage. No, hun. I do boudoir photography, if that's what you're referring to. I'm not on dating apps. And my advice on that, don't do dating apps. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't.
Yeah, no.
No,
I met a lot of
weirdos on there. I stopped doing that in my 20s. But you're better off meeting someone in real life.
All right, so let's go back to that.
Okay.
So she said. So yeah, so if you don't know, that's the way it should be.
About not liking someone that doesn't like you.
Yeah, so if your homie don't like that homie, but you fuck with that homie, then you gotta cut one of them.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah, choose. You have to pick a side. It comes down to you have to choose a side. So
I mean, you can disagree with us, but
that's just
that's how a
our
lot of
take on that.
problems get started.
Because
a lot of unnecessary.
that's like not being loyal to your friend. And even though you're like, I don't
Oh,
care,
no one's loyal.
you don't like them, but well, so that's how it should be. That's
That's
just
how it
my
should be.
opinion.
I agree.
So I mean, that's just our experience.
All right. Do we
What
cover
else?
everything?
I think
We
so.
covered everything. All right. So chispa. No, I'll have to look into it. See what there is.
No, I was never a cheese.
I want to see what it is.
Hold on, plenty of fish, mocha space,
Oh, mogo space.
What else?
Yeah. Who's that?
party line. What else?
Party line. The party
Yeah.
line.
And what else?
Okay, hold on.
Low
that's funny.
profile
What is-
records.
Oh, low profile records.
Does anybody remember that?
I think that was, yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah, that was that
one.
Is my phone gonna? Yes, it is. I need to go
Shit.
charge it.
All right, but yeah, you fucking made me forget what
The dating sites.
No.
What are you talking about? Which
No,
one?
the rapper guy that you met on one of those.
Oh, him. Nah, pero pa qué?
Oh, I know, but
I know. I met he's like a little norteño rapper. I don't know if he still does it, but he's a really short guy, baby local. Yeah, I met him on there. He's pretty cool. And then I don't know. He like had like a rapping career after. It was nice. But I met him on there. Yeah, a little cute guy. I don't know what happened to him. I hope he's doing well.
All right. Well, thank you, Lucky. Thank you, everyone. If you're still here, thank you, La Verga Larga. And thank you, who else? I don't know who else is there, but whatever. But thank you guys
¿Tiene
so much.
foto?
Circumcised or non-circumcised?
Yeah, 'cause that's a
okay, sorry,
difference.
being like that person. So wait, what do women have? He has the chora. What does a woman have? No, what do they
have what? Look, Jay-Z, they say you guys have a good one. Oh, thank you so much.
You too. Thank you. Have a
You as
blessed
well.
night, and hopefully, we'll see. Who knows after
Yeah, enjoy
that.
your dinner.
Enjoy your dinner. No, he's not the one with 10 kids.
Is he? Is he?
No, I think he's the other guy.
Ay, perdón, sorry.
Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much. And if you're drinking, don't drive. If you're driving, don't drink. That's something we always say in stress. And again,
Evelyn Falcon. She's Evelyn925 on YouTube. We are sisters. I'm
TikTok.
Emily Falcon here.
TikTok.
Evelyn925. TikTok, we're 925 Rucas.
And yeah.
Yeah, we're open conversations live. We go live on TikTok once in a while. She goes, does like accordion.
Yeah, play music.
And then here, I don't really go live too much on here.
But these are great topics.
Yeah,
so
like-
hopefully we can continue if you guys would like to and see what happens.
Yeah, thank you, Lucky.
Expect
Lucky
the worst.
Loco, yeah.
Expect the worst and hope for the best. All right, guys. Have a great night. Thank you. I don't know how to end it.